Good morning. I just finished day 19 yesterday, and I just wanted to give you a quick recap before I start my next day. I got to walk by myself, and as you saw, I found McDonald's. What a blessing. Oh man, I went a little crazy. I had a burger, chicken nuggets, ice cream, soda, and they even gave me these 2 donuts, jelly donuts, for free. And I was blown away, honestly. What a blessing from God. It wasn't that good, and it was a little expensive, but it's taste from home, It reminds me of my family. It reminds me of home. Americans don't eat McDonald's every day, at least I don't. But just being there, it's like America, you know what I mean? And then I walked up to this chapel called Saint Roche, and I found Stefan there, and he was praying, and I thought he wasn't Christian, but when he walked out and I walked out, we walked together, and we were glad to see each other, and we greeted each other warmly. And then I asked him about it. I said, why were you praying? I thought you said you weren't Christian. He said, I'm not Catholic or Christian, but I believe and follow Jesus and the Virgin Mary. I said, oh, okay, so we are brothers. And he said, yes. I say, how often do you pray? And he says, as much as I can. And I said, wow, this man that's living off Providence, who I thought to be an unbeliever, was actually a believer, and that's where that faith comes from, where he can just live off Providence. And yesterday he was eating like a king, or the day before, like day 18, he was eating like a king while I ate a ramen for €1. Look, I'm getting rid of shirts and socks, getting rid of some weight. I also got rid of a towel today, giving it away, I'm not throwing it out. How's this thing open? But yeah, just getting rid of weight, getting rid of stuff, emptying my bag a little bit. And so yeah, I was surprised that he was a brother. And then I asked him, or I told him, I hope to one day have as much faith as you do. And he said, if you see this faith in me and you recognize it, that means the same faith lives in you. And I liked that. So I walked with him for a while, and he told me a little bit about his story. And we got to Figeac, this town that I'm in right now. And all of the pilgrims were already here, pretty much. So got to wash my clothes, did some laundry, so I'm smelling good. First time in a while. I mean, apparently I don't smell bad, but anyway. So did laundry, did some writing. The host was super nice. And then trying to find my way. These days I'm being guided by these GR stickers. It's yellow and red. So if I come from this way, it looks like I gotta go this way, but then if I come from this way, it looks like I gotta turn that way. I'm gonna say it's in this direction, and we'll see. But yeah, so the host was very nice. And then I went on a walk with Estelle, and she invited me on, and she asked me about my feelings, because the other day she confessed her feelings to me. And I said I wasn't really sure what to say or do. But I've been thinking about it a lot these days, and how to love my neighbor and all that. And I think I talked about it in a previous video. And I think yesterday when she asked me, I had to be honest and give her my reasoning. So I told her that I don't think we should pursue this or do anything, because she has her path, I have my path, and we need to focus on all the questions that we have, all the answers that we're looking for when we first came on this journey, We have our own things to figure out, and if anything happens between us before we separate, it might be something that we carry on our paths, and while we carry it, we won't be able to focus on other things. And And I don't want her to be confused. I don't want to be confused. I don't want her to be hurt, and I don't want to be hurt. So I think the wise thing to do is to just enjoy the friendship that we have. It's a great friendship, great time, and say our goodbyes. And you know, if the connection is really that strong after our walks, we can always talk. But you know, in Spain we say tiempo al tiempo. You know, I'll be patient. I'm in no rush. Look at this beautiful view I have this morning as I start my walk. Today is day 20. 20 days of walking non-stop. You know, I thought I would take a break somewhere, stay in a hotel at some point. But so far, I've been roughing it. Just 20 days of being on this walk. I think I've been on easy mode, and it's been nice these days. God has sent people to feed me. He's given me places to rest. But now I am going to start trusting him more, because I know he provides. So today I got rid of, as you saw in my last video, a shirt, pair of socks, 2 pairs of socks, and I also exchanged my towel at the place that I stayed at. Some pilgrim left behind a big, really thin towel. Not a big towel, but medium towel, really super thin and light. And I left my big, heavy towel there. We lost the water bottle. Gonna just trust that there's water everywhere I go. I do have, just in case, a water filter in case I find a river or something. But we're slowly losing the weight of this bag. It's already becoming lighter. If I can get a cloak, a leather bag, and my baton, I will be happy. That sounds like an adventure, like Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean? I'm still waiting on that horse. I used to pray for a horse, and someone came up to me, said, Daniel, here's a horse. Or, little pilgrim, Perron, here's a cheval. I'll take it. Yesterday, when I was walking with Estelle, I found this brown horse, and I was feeding it and playing with it, and it was all excited. It's actually nervous. Apparently the owner came by and told us that it's not trained or anything, but beautiful. Oh my gosh. I could see myself riding into the plaza of Santiago with my robe, my cloak, my little leather bag, my faith, my beard. It's coming along. Little by little. Peu en peu. All right, so I'm really excited to get this day started. We have about 25 kilometers ahead of us. But the first part of it is 800 meters of the climb. That I'm not excited for. So I'm making this video now while I'm in a good mood, and not later when I'm sweating like a pig. So I'll keep you guys posted on the rest of the day. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on Julian. A couple days ago, he wasn't feeling well. He was thinking of staying behind, and thanks be to God that he felt better, and we kept going. And the other night, he is the center of fun here. You know, I'm more quiet just because I don't know French. If not, I think I would be talking more. But he's so social and outgoing. And he's the ideal Frenchman. Just picture a Frenchman, that's him. And the other day he was wearing a scarf. He wears a scarf every day. And, I asked him about the scarves. And he told me about all the different ways that he wears them, why he wears them. And then he had me try it on. So I went back home wearing a scarf. I think my friends would beat me up. But Julian rocks it. He looks cool with it. And he's just a great guy. Unfortunately, this morning he wasn't feeling too well, but I really hope that the Lord here's my prayer. Lord, heal Julian, make him feel better so that I can at least have him with me until Carol. And then we can say our goodbyes there before Dad comes in. I hope Julian will be okay for the next couple days when we go up to Rocamadour and over to Carol. And he's a great guy. And I just wanted you guys to know that. First time I'm wearing my glasses on video. I know it's a rainy day here today in Figeac. We caught some rain on the road. Nothing too bad, you know. I'm working on my acceptance with God, where I just accept whatever comes my way. So just put my jacket on, and now I'm here in Figeac, walking through some ancient streets. The church was beautiful. This morning I walked by myself for a little while, and then I walked with Estelle for a while. We found some places that gave pilgrims free little Magdalens, or I'm not sure how you say it in English. But yeah, so that's what I eat for breakfast pretty much, and a little piece of my health grenade, which was a grenade that I found on a mountain. This guy was selling these balls of fruit and nuts that would last a long time and would give me energy, whatever. I bought one. Support the local business, you know. And I finished it today with some crappy bread, the Madeleine, and we had some dinosaur cookies, which are pretty good. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend. I think it's a European thing. But anyway, Estelle and I walked for a while, and then we found Shahan, and we walked with Shahan. And the whole time we were walking together, a shepherd dog, was following us. He walked with us for like 4 kilometers. So not the whole time, but he walked with us for like 4 kilometers. And it was cute. But the whole time today, all I could think about was setting up my own gîte, my own pilgrim little hostel, where I can host pilgrims, call it l'Américain or the saloon, and I can make it Western style, you know, like people come in and there's a wooden bar and you can get a drink. And for dinner, burgers, pulled pork, whatever's American, you know, hot dogs. Just think American, that's what I'll make. Maybe we can have a little bit of French food there, you know, in case someone hates America. You never know. But yeah, American food, and then you got that Western saloon style bar, little piano in case a pilgrim knows how to play. Get some music going, you know. Sounds like a dream. And then I could, you know, host pilgrims, and also maybe have movie nights where I can make popcorn for the pilgrims. We can watch a movie in English with subtitles, or in French with subtitles, whatever. But yeah, watch movies, and then in the morning, an amazing American breakfast, just like my grandma used to make it. I'm talking fried eggs, sausages, bacon, ham, maybe some pancakes, butter, you know? Call it l'Américain. And then when people stop there, they'll be like, wow, that was the place. Heck yeah, it was the place. I don't know, it sounds really cool. And also I could have some cows in the back. That's where the hamburger meat could come from, where the milk could come from. So we gotta have milk. I feel like in this country, they do have milk, but they don't use it as much as Americans use it. You know, I got that gallon jug at home. We got some sheep on there, horses, cowboy hat. Man, I really like this idea. I really like it. I'm gonna think about it a lot more because I can't help it. And anyways, it was a pretty good day. When we got here, it was raining, so we got some shelter and stuff because the place, the gîte we were staying at, wasn't open till 4. So we just kind of waited for the rain. Oh, and then we went to a boulangerie. And while everyone was getting like a sandwich or something, I was like, no, forget it. I want an eclair. I want a pain au chocolat, chocolate croissant. And I want a 3... Damn it, what's it called? It's like a small jelly donut. I forgot what it's called, but I ordered it in French. It was amazing. And then this other French girl gave me a part of her brownie, and my friend gave me a part of her hot dog, but it wasn't a hot dog, it was a pulled pork sandwich. They got it all wrong here. She was like, is this like a America? And I was like, no. No, I was thinking about chili cheese dogs that I would have. This is like a food video today. Chili cheese dogs I would have back home with my friend with chili cheese fries. America. No, seriously, I am hungry as heck. My stomach is a bottomless pit these days. I could eat everything. Everything they offer me, I accept immediately. Immediately, I need to eat. And anyway, so it was a good day. And then we were just chilling. We go into the gîte. Finally, the Swiss man lets us in, and there's 3 beds at the bottom floor. In the middle of the living room, 2 beds that are separated by curtains at the top, and then a room for 3. So he says, do you understand? And I said, no. He says, I say in English, pardon my French, the bottom 3 beds are to Fuck, and the top 2 are to masturb, and the 3 is for the 3 people to enjoy. I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible. I forget that maybe my little siblings are watching, but it was kind of funny. And then after that, we just chatted for a while, realizing that I only really have 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days with this group of people. And, you know, sometimes I want to walk alone, but I'm going to miss them. It's true. Oh, and today, since I walked with Estelle and Shahan, I walked a lot faster. The back of my left, like just below my left calf, is feeling a little weird. So tomorrow I might have to take it slow. Today was a big walk. It was, let me see. It was only a 16-mile walk. Nothing crazy, honestly. I think we're slowly building back up to our usual rate of 17 on average. But I'm not worried about it. And then I went to get groceries, and I bought all the groceries for dinner tonight. We're gonna make a stir fry. I got myself milk and cookies because I've been craving that. We got fruits, we got juice, we got chocolate bar, we got chips, we got yogurt, we got chocolate mousse. So we're eating good tonight. We're gonna have a good time. But I wanted to treat because the group has been taking such good care of me. I feel bad not to give back. And you know, I do things off camera that I don't tell you guys about, where I try to help others or you know, provide for others. But I don't want, the Bible says, be careful not to let your righteousness or to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by others. Check out the church, it's pretty cool. And that's definitely something I live by. So I'm not going to reveal everything to you guys, but I don't want you to think I'm just freeloading out here, just taking everything and not giving anything back. So tonight, dinner's on me. You guys are invited. The only problem is that you guys are going to see this about 18 days after. So you might show up a little late. I won't be in Figeac anymore. In 18 days, I might be close to the French border, about to cross over the Pyrenees. Crazy to think about. One last thought that I forgot to share with you guys. Imagine you're one of those pilgrims, and I'm talking now about the Pilgrim American hostel or gîte that I would make. Imagine being a tired pilgrim, and you get through the rain, you've walked miles and miles, you finally get to your destination, you knock on the door, and then I open the door with a cowboy hat on. Well, welcome. You's a traveler, huh? We've been expecting you. Come on in. They'd be like, no, please, I don't want to stay here. Je suis français.